Friends, this is my last video in the Rule of Life series, and today we talk about a last discipline that I think is vital for a rule of life in the midst of a season like this one, and it is creation. We all know that the sun is good for our bodies and that fresh air is rejuvenating physically, but there is also a spiritual vitality that comes from being in creation, and here's why. From one end of the Bible to the other, creation is said to reveal God, to bear the fingerprints, if you will, of the one who made it. Psalm 19 says, "The heavens declare the glory of God." Romans 1 says, "For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made." We even have a glimpse of our need for redemption in creation and God's plan to restore all things. Romans 8 says, "We know that the whole creation has been groaning, as in the pains of childbirth, right up to the present time." In one sense, all of creation is a sacramental reality. It's a visible sign of the invisible God. Its beauty is meant to point back to His beauty. Its sustenance points to His sustenance. Even its brokenness points to His desire to come and make all things new, even creation itself. However, just looking at creation won't get you very far, because we can no longer see God in our own power because of sin. Creation was meant to be transparent, and now it's opaque to us. We need the scriptures to reveal the meaning, to help us interpret what we're seeing and tasting and touching. We need the gospel to open our eyes to the goodness of who God is and what He's showing us. And once that happens, when we go into creation, we can learn to see it rightly. Learn to receive it as a kind of sacrament. We can be reawakened to the wonder and enchantment that all of this is the gift of a person who loves us and made it for us so that we could delight in its beauty. We can once again enjoy the giver through His gifts. That's why we need to get outside. It opens up a new way of communing with God. I had a seminary professor who used to say, if you cut yourself off from creation, you're cutting yourself off from one avenue of God's communication and transformation. I think he was exactly right. So we're not stuck inside. Let's get outside, soak up the sun, and remember that all of this is the gift of the Father, Son, and Spirit. It all points back to Him. And that discovery, that re-enchantment of our world will not only refresh your body, it'll also refresh your soul.